And so just take a few moments before we even start just to allow your attention to come back inwards, awareness into your body, into the space around your body. Allowing the breath to become slower and heavy and comfortable. And you can even take a nice big breath in through the nose and exhale, sighing it out. And you can do that again. And just noticing as you exhale that sigh out, how the body can maybe let go a little bit more. Anything it's holding, you might feel it can drop into the ground a little easier. And becoming aware of the ground. Noticing how the body can just stay as it is and being supported by the earth. And that support of the earth can actually allow the body to let go even more. You can meet the earth and maybe recognize that earth where it meets, there might be a sensation of holding in the body that doesn't need to hold because the earth can do it for you. Noticing where the body is touching the ground. And what would it be like for those areas to soften even more into the support of the earth without pushing? Because when we push, we actually contract somewhere else. And when we let go, we don't. We surrender to the earth, we surrender to life. Becoming aware of the mouth and sensations in the mouth. Vibrations, tensions, tinglings, all sorts of sensations on the sides and top of the mouth. And the tongue as well inside the mouth. And seeing, can the tongue even relax a little more? The tongue is a very strange muscle, right? We don't think of it as a muscle, but it is. Strange sort of thing. And sometimes we hold our tongue. We can let it just relax here if comfortable. And then going inside the mouth to the inside of the ears. Imagine you can travel in and out to the sides and become aware of sensations in the inner architecture of the ears. And the outside of the ears. aware of the eyes, and the cheekbones, and any tension in the cheekbones, and any tension in the eyes, or other sensations. And even noticing those eyes, what would it be like if the eyes could just sink back a little more, letting go of that muscular tension in the eyes. The eyes can sink back almost like they could drop into the earth in the back of the head. And becoming aware of the forehead, the eyebrows and above, any sensations in the forehead. It can be a common area when thinking of holding that furrowed look on the brow, and letting that go and just be aware of any sensations there. And the top of the head, and the back of the head. And where the back of the head meets the neck, and where the back of the head meets the floor, letting go of any holdings there, and aware of sensations in that area. And aware of the back of the neck and the front of the neck. And coming to the collarbones at the bottom of the neck, and just tracing the collarbones out from the center of the sternum all the way out to the shoulders. Noticing any tension in the collarbones and sensations. Aware of your shoulders. Aware of your arms, the upper arms. Aware of sensation in the elbows and the forearm. And especially in the forearm, in the center. In your forearm, you have two bones, and the tissue in between the bones. Noticing if you can let that even relax more. And the wrists and back of the hands and palms. And fingers. And aware of sensations all the way from the shoulders through the palms and fingers. Both the left and right side together. And coming back to that collarbone, just becoming aware of that upper chest from that collarbone down to just below where the pecs, the chest sort of drops off to the ribs on the front. And then aware of the middle of the chest, so that sort of drop off point to the bottom of the ribs, that whole area in the front of the chest. And aware of the belly. Where as you breathe in, the belly expands a little bit. And as you exhale, it sinks down a little more. And the weight lets go. And the insides can be more free, move around. And we've just created a sort of map of the front of the torso. So bring it all together, the top, middle, and bottom of the front of the torso, and letting it relax, and aware of any sensation. And aware of the upper back. The middle back. And the lower back. Again, noticing how it is on the floor, and noticing as you breathe, the back may reach even more into the floor, expanding off to the sides. That whole top, middle, and lower back all together as one. And that whole front and back of the torso. As you breathe in, the body slowly expands. You're not doing anything. You're not helping. It's just doing its thing. When the exhale is sinking even more, letting go even more. And you can start to come even lower into the hips. Glutes. Noticing again any tension holding. What would it be like to just let those relax? Maybe even picturing how with the hand, when you squeeze the hand, you can almost squeeze something inside of it. And when you let that hand go, it's like whatever's inside is just falling down to the ground, and bringing that imagery into the glutes. When you inhale, someone is squeezing that glute, and you're just letting it be squeezed. And as they let go on that exhale, you're able to let go a little more and let that glute just surrender into mid-fall. Aware of the other side as well, the pubic bone. Aware of the thighs, the knees, and the lower leg. Sensing the heels resting on the floor, just being held there. And the feet are relaxed. Sensing all that's arising from the hips to the toes. And the continual letting go of the body. Sensing the whole front of the body. And the whole back of the body. Continue to notice any areas that are still microscopically holding on. We're continuing to work on letting them go. Aware of that whole front, back, side to side body. And coming into the nostrils. Traveling up the nostrils and down the throat. Aware of any sensations there. As you travel down the back of the throat into the lungs, we can also come back to that tongue and just see, if we let the tongue relax a little more, how is that? And finding our way into our lungs. On the inhale, feeling the lungs expand and the rib cage and musculoskeleton area around it just expanding and contracting with the breath, with ease, without force. And noticing as you breathe in, the lungs expand, the belly gets a slight movement, maybe downwards, maybe to the sides, maybe both. And noticing tensions in the belly, and as we inhale, are they able to soften? On the inhale, And count to yourself. Inhale and exhale, letting that same counting be down. Maybe you're counting to 3 or to 4 or to 5. Without force, just whatever your natural impulse is. And without force, seeing if maybe the exhale can be 1 second or 2 seconds longer than the inhale. All of your awareness just on your breath and the counting in and out. And as you're staying here breathing, should the belly start to move or gurgle or have strange sounds or vibrations, just let that arise. It's your body's way of letting go of held thoughts, fears, worries, many things. And allowing the breath to come back to a comfortable, normal breath. Maybe what we were doing was comfortable and normal. Or maybe there's another pattern that your body wants to breathe and letting it do what it wants to do. And similar to the beginning, take a nice big breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth when ready. And again, in through the nose and out through the mouth when you're ready. And coming back to the awareness of the body and the awareness of the body on the ground and the space around you. Noticing how the body is feeling on the ground now. Not in paracenter before, but just noticing what you notice. And is there a way that continues to soften into the earth and feel supported by the earth? And as you're ready, you can roll over onto either side, your left or your right, coming into a comfortable fetal position. And from here, you can slowly and gently find your way up to sitting. No hurry. Take all the time you need. And whenever you do find your way up there, we'll just meet in a comfortable cross-legged seat.